I separated from the Navy out of PSNS back in the late 90s. It was the first time I'd been to the Seattle area, basically the Pacific Northwest. Having been someone who's spent the majority of their lives in deserts of one form or another, being in a forest was really, really strange. Any of the forested areas that I was ever in Asia, or like Japan's got hella forests. None of those really count because, I mean, they're in Japan or Thailand or what have you, so they don't really count. It's part of that exotic oriental mystique that just suffuses everything so you can say, ah, yes. But this is a Japanese forest, and any kind of comparison to the forests of the Pacific Northwest would have never occurred to me because there was the whole difference of I'm back in the Western Hemisphere. I fell in love with the place. I wanted to come back here for a great many years, and it wasn't until I was actually homeless and had nothing really to tie me to anywhere that I decided, well, fuck. I'm gonna be homeless. Might as well be homeless in Seattle. And that's actually worked fairly well for me. I'm no longer homeless. I'm in a position, obviously, where I have a computer and I can play video games and put shit on YouTube and etc. Coming to the Pacific Northwest again has been a fairly good decision for me, with one horrible, horrible exception. I have come to the conclusion that there is something in the state constitution that prohibits the installation of air conditioners in any type of domicile. While this is fine for most of the year, when we get our 2 weeks of summer, it fucking sucks. I came up in 2010 at the very tail end of this massive heat wave and didn't really catch on to what was going on, and because I'd lived in a desert for so long and was used to heat, well, it never really hit me until probably last year. This year so far has sucked. I will try to go to sleep around 11 when you'd think that the air would no longer be quite so hot, but it's so humid that I can't actually get cool, so that I can be lying on top of cotton sheets and still be soaking through that and unable to have anything on top of me, because if I do, in that little space between my flesh and a sheet to go on top of me, I will create a little mini sauna, and it'll be just fucking horrible. Today has been pretty miserable, but right now it's like 10 in the evening, and it's really, really nice. There's a breeze flowing through the apartment. It's cool, and I'm okay with the temperature right now. And I'm a bit sad that I've lost so much of my heat resilience that I developed for so long in the desert, but whatever. I'm content in Seattle more than I ever have been. So yes, as you might have noticed, this is going to be a fairly rambly vlog. There's not really a lot of import going on, at least in my life. And of course, that's a lie. I actually spent like 2 hours on the phone not long ago with a suicide hotline, because shit just gets bad. It's a safe assumption that I didn't commit suicide or anything like that. I've long known that I will not attempt suicide. I will succeed, because the alternative is not acceptable. That, and I'm like really worried about being crippled afterwards and having to live with being crippled. Attempting is not really a good idea. Do or do not. There is no try. Anyway, I posted on my G+ page about my rat, who this kind of pissed me off because she's not dead yet. I went through all the trouble of grieving and mourning, preparing. I had her all this nice little nest of Timothy because she likes the smell of Timothy. and I've been petting her and coddling her, but she was like finally not eating, not doing anything, and so I went to sleep assuming that there would be perhaps a partially eaten corpse in the cage, but no, she was somewhere totally different, and her ears perked up when I came in the room, and she's like so ungrateful, but whatever. I started off with tooth rats, and then I got a third rat. One of the original pair died because she got an ear infection and I didn't get it treated in time. And on one hand, that's really funny because when they lose their sense of balance because their ears infected, they'll roll and try to get upright, but they can't because their semicircular canals or whatever are just messed up. It's really kind of funny, sad, very sad, but really kind of funny. So what else is going on? I started playing the pre-sequel to Borderlands, and I'm like half an hour into it, and I don't enjoy it. The gameplay is not really all that different. The driving is so frustrating because of all the cracks and nooks and crannies, and if you fall in the lava, you die, and I almost just don't want to fuck with it, but of course you have to. I liked the pre-sequel a lot less than I liked Borderlands 2. And I liked Borderlands 2 a lot less than I liked Borderlands 1. Borderlands 1 was just like a breath of fresh air, joy just swirling into the room that I hadn't experienced since perhaps Serious Sam. Because you just went in and you just ran around and shot shit and you were badass. And I had so much fun that the abilities didn't feel overpowered, but they felt powerful. Except for Brick, I didn't like Brick. And then going into Borderlands 2, I tried the Siren at first, but I didn't like the changes to the class. So I mostly have been spending time with the Necromancer. And she's fun, but she's just not really where it's at for me. And then in going in the pre-sequel for Borderlands, I'm playing with the Cowgirl, and she's just not fun. I may start again using the Ice Queen. Then again, I might not. It's just not having fun with it. Part of the reason why I have been messing with Borderlands is because Warner Brothers has decided that they can monetize my gameplay videos from Batman Arkham Knight, which frustrates me greatly because they're monetizing a 2-hour video based on roughly 3 minutes. And I've tried to go and just edit out those 3 minutes of video, but YouTube will not let me edit the videos, and I don't understand why. So I go to my network, which is Scale Lab, and I said, hey, before I was with you guys, I accumulated like well over 100,000 views. Since being with you guys, like 10,000. And I don't know why you guys are getting such a big cut of my stuff, especially when in our initial phone call where I said, hey, tell me about you guys. And the dude blathered on about something, and I said, look, all I want you to do is take care of the copyright shit for me. Because they approached me the winter before last and basically said, hey, do you want to join? And YouTube was going through that nightmarish content ID bullshit, ironically, a lot of which was propagated by Scale Lab. But I said, look, I don't want to deal with copyright shit in my gameplay videos because it's fair use, and I'm tired of dealing with this crap. So you guys take care of it, and I don't particularly care how big a chunk you take out of it because that really is worth it to me. And the dude Colin, who's still the PR guy that I'm, or the support guy that I'm supposed to go through, said yeah, we'll take care of it. And man, they're not doing shit. My unboxing video, it's not really unboxing, it's more sort of pulling out of the plastic for the Legend of Zelda 3DS pouch, has music that I licensed through Scale Lab that got a Content ID copyright claim put on. I went back and I said, look, I have this license, why are you doing this shit? So I've got this dispute, and I'm sure AdRev for a third party is going to let the 30 days go before they finally released the claim. So I email my network and I say, hey dude, I licensed this through you. Take care of this shit. And not a damn thing has been done about it. So I'm very disgruntled with my network, because they are definitely getting more out of the relationship than I am, and that's not a satisfactory arrangement. So that's why this backing video is from Heroes of the Storm. It's some old footage I want to just delete and get off my hard drive. And Heroes of the Storm is actually really fun. I actually haven't ever bothered with League of Legends. I installed it for a little bit, didn't like it because of the gameplay, and I didn't want to fuck with that. No, it wasn't League of Legends. It was Dota 2 through Steam, and I just didn't like it at all. And I did some more research and found out how the League of Legends community is just filled with assholes and toxic bullshit left, right, and center, or top, bottom, mid, I guess. And I just don't want to deal with that. I don't like competitive gameplay anyway, but Heroes of the Storm is nice because I don't have to fuck with creeps. There's such a strong incentive in the game to work together as opposed to work against one another. When Nintendo started doing amiibo things, I looked at the characters that are coming out, and when I play Smash, I play Zero Suit Samus because I really like Samus Aran as a character. If Samus is going to be a badass without armor, I'm totally down with that. So, like, the only amiibo I ever wanted was Zero Suit Samus. As I mentioned in my unboxing of the Splatoon amiibo, it just didn't happen. When Amazon had their little windows for pre-ordering things, and Lucina was there, and I couldn't get any of the ones that I wanted. And when Samus went up for pre-order a long time ago, she was gone like in a nanosecond. So I'm ordering a Japanese Zero Suit Samus because I'm tired of the scarcity bullshit that Nintendo's pulling in America. That's almost despicable. I really like Nintendo's games. I appreciate their consoles, but they really seem to be displaying a deliberate lack of empathy for their customers in the US. They are not, shall we say, evil on the order of Konami, but it's sad because I don't think I'm a fanboy of Nintendo, but I am a supporter, and I'm happy to be an advocate for their games and their properties. I don't stream Splatoon because of copyright shit and Nintendo having archaic concepts of how YouTube works. But I'll play Splatoon, and I will enjoy Splatoon, and I will tell other people to buy Splatoon or any myriad other Nintendo games. But sometimes it feels like they don't really want to take care of their customers. So that's why I'm paying $30 for Zero Suit Samus, because she's really the only one that I want, even though I have, like, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 amiibo that I have out of the box, and then I have the Splatoon triplets, Shulk, Jigglypuff, and Zelda in boxes still. Once I get Zero Suit Samus, all will be complete. I don't really have a lot else that I want to talk about this week, so I'll just let the rest of the gameplay run on until the end of the match. If you do enjoy watching me play games, please like the video and subscribe to it, and that will hopefully help me gain some type of legitimacy so that when I get really ballsy and set up a Patreon page to solicit money at large, I have some type of reasonable leg to stand on while I do that.
The dead rise again, heroes. Dare you enter the mines?
Yes, I see.
Gather skulls and empower your golem.
A clever ploy. As you wish. You cannot escape my wrath! Let us move. Move here.
A good fight!
Yes, I see.
We should capture this mercenary camp.
Break free and destroy your enemies!
I depart. Let us move.